Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I want to discuss why I think Nikola Jokic has a good chance to repeat as your 2022 MVP. Now, I'm going to say this first. I think he'll deserve the MVP. I don't know if he'll win the MVP because if you guys remember how hard he had to work to get to that MVP, it was ridiculous. It was it was a lot. The media kept trying to push other candidates, whether it be Steph Curry, who didn't even make the fucking playoffs, Chris Paul, who was arguably not the best player on his team, you know, Embiid, even though he was hurt for half the season, LeBron, even though he was hurt for a good chunk of the season. Like, there were a lot of people being pushed instead of Nikola Jokic. And it's because, for whatever reason, he doesn't get good ratings, and it's because they don't like to market the Nuggets. If you guys marketed the Nuggets, he would bring in good ratings. It's because you guys only market the LA teams and the New York teams that other teams don't bring in good ratings. But that's besides the point. That's a rant for another day. Anywho, um, so I just want to put that out there. That I think he'll deserve the 2022 MVP. And that's enough rambling. Let's get on to it. So, the first thing that will be notable is that he is missing his second best player for a good chunk of the season. Jamal Murray, from reports that I've seen, is supposed to come back in sometime in February or March. And that'll give him about 2 months to 2 months to end the season with, him still getting reacclimated to playing NBA basketball. And that will lend credence to Jokic being an MVP candidate because one argument with Curry is that he had no help. And I'm not saying Jokic doesn't have any help. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying he is missing his second best player, be it I think MPJ might take a leap and become the second best player after this season, but I'm not entirely sure that will happen. And if that does happen, then that's a scary ass team. But going into the season, he's missing the second best player. And if he posts similar numbers to what he did last year, which was 26, 10, and 8 or something like that on near 50, 40, 90, that's insane. And if he can lead the Nuggets to a top 4 seed again, like he did without Jamal for a good chunk of the season this year, I think that is a perfect MVP candidacy. He doesn't have a ton of help. He carried. He led his team to a great record over, good teams in the West, because the West has like 9 really good teams. And if that happens, who's to say that he doesn't deserve it? Let's say he comes out and he just, for the first 4 months, averages 30, 12, and 8 or something like that. And then when Jamal gets back, he goes down a little bit. And let's say he averages on the season 28, 11, and 8 on good efficiency. Like 65% true shooting, which is not absurd for Jokic. I believe that's around what he posted last year. That is one of, if not the best offensive regular season posted by a center ever. I think that he is the best offensive center of all time, and he just posted, in my opinion, the best offensive season of all time by a center, unless you want to include like Wilt or something like that from like the 60s. If you want to do that, then maybe you have an argument for Wilt's 50-point per game season, but adjusted for pace, it's not that impressive, at least as far as like all-time greats go. It's still impressive, but that's besides the point. But yeah, if he can come together with a great resume, a great record, and the Nuggets are getting a lot more national TV coverage this season. So if more people watch him, and the media starts to respect him more, I think that he has a very solid chance of being your 2022 NBA MVP. All right, that will be that for today. If you liked it, like, subscribe, comment, whatever the fuck. Bye-bye.